Shine everyone, 6 o'clock here on this Thursday morning, this Friday Junior. Jason Hackett, Alicia Lewis with you. And as you saw there, we are less than an hour away now from that big announcement at US Bank Stadium.
Sleep last night. I was just tossing and turning.
I got, 4 hours of sleep? It was crazy. Just couldn't
All
stop
because
thinking.
We want to know what it is. People have been chiming in all over social media, theories, fan theories, all kinds of things happening. Paul McCartney's name keeps getting thrown around.
I'm connecting the dots through Reddit, so I got you covered, everybody. We'll keep you updated here throughout
That's
the show.
our journalistic source.
Yes, on my theories. Let's get out to John, though, first in the backyard before we get to all that.
Checking some gossip on Reddit. Nate, I love the music in the morning. I was vibing with that. Yeah, baby! Yeah, Nate makes those, and they're amazing. It is quiet here in the metro. I know you're watching right now in Nisswa and Brainerd. It is pouring up there. Now you can see Albert Lea. Looks like this set of rain has already started to weaken down just south of Faribault. So as we're going into the Twin Cities, just some very isolated stuff. I haven't seen any rain in the backyard. Now we have just slightly lower moisture, our dew point, and that has eliminated some of the rain from coming in. It was close, and maybe we still get a couple of showers. But up here in Cross Lake Nisswa, the storms are rolling. Again, these are going to continue to roll across now Emily and Outing. I didn't put you guys on here, but your Emily's here, Outing's right here. So again, this will again move across Hibbing and Grand Rapids, but the dew points are getting lower as it moves to the east. So this is not going to last that long, but it's a decent sell, and it's slowing things down in the Northland and the Lakes region. Cece, how's it looking out there?
Hey, a few areas that, we've talked about that are seeing some rain and damp roads. We can start here in Mankato, definitely seeing some wet roads in that area. Same thing with Brainerd. We're starting to see damp roads, not completely wet, washed out roads, but still damp. Same thing in Nisswa, Jenkins, Pequot Lakes area. Definitely seeing damp roads in that area. So if you're in any of those areas watching this morning, just add a couple extra minutes to your commute. But here in the Twin Cities Metro, things are dry, not seeing a lot of slowing at all, which is great for a Thursday morning commute. Now, the things that I've been focusing on today are construction projects that are happening this weekend. I'm previewing them early because there are three. I covered 694, 94. Now we're going to move to 35W. You're going to have to detour this weekend, so stick around for that.
Cece, thank you. We'll check back in a bit. Let's get to our top story here at 6:03. In just hours, Manny Collins' mom and family are going to gather in front of the governor's residence to speak about his death.
This comes just one day after the teen's father was charged in his murder, and the details we're learning this morning are really disturbing. Audrey Russo is live in St. Paul. Audrey, what can we expect today?
Yeah, we're standing out here in front of the governor's residence because at 2 p.m., Manny Collins' mom and his family are going to gather here to give a statement. Manny Collins' mother has been very open about sharing her feelings on the case, and she's likely to do that again today, especially as some of these new details, these gruesome details about the case have come to light. Now, Manny's father, Jordan Collins Sr., was formally charged yesterday with killing the teen. In the complaint we obtained, police say they searched his apartment. They say they found blood stains, hunting-style knives, missing chunks of mattress and carpet. Collins reportedly told police he cut those items up to clean his own blood. But DNA only showed Manny's blood in the apartment unit, a discrepancy that stood out to a legal expert we spoke with.
The things that stand out to the important evidence are the fact that we have a person who's making some statements that are not borne out by the physical evidence at the scene.
Now, the complaint also lists a preliminary autopsy result, and that shows that Manny Collins was decapitated with a knife. Now, there are still some test results that are coming back. Jordan Collins Sr.'s next court appearance is August 4th. Back to you.
Just horrific details coming out. All right, Audrey, thanks for that update. 6:05 now. Let's turn to the catastrophic flooding happening in central Texas, where the death toll there continues to rise. Right now, at least 120 people are confirmed dead and more than 170 others are still missing. A doctor helping provide emergency aid tells NBC News that search and rescue efforts are now shifting to a recovery phase. That could bring the total deaths to nearly 300. NASA planes using radar sensors will be flying over the area over the next few days to help with the efforts. And in New Mexico, people in Rio Doso are cleaning up after historic flash flooding. We know 3 people are dead, including 2 kids. Rescuers have been working around the clock, making at least 65 swift water rescues. Local officials warn there could be more flooding threats with the rainy season going through September.
In just over 3 hours, the Minneapolis City Council is expected to approve an ordinance setting a minimum price for all e-cigarettes at $25. They say this is an effort to prevent youth addiction. The ordinance would also create new zoning restrictions so new tobacco shops can't open within 300 feet of schools, among other things. Well, it is the final countdown to the announcement that has Minnesota talking for the last 48 hours.
All right, we're less than an hour out, 60 minutes. US Bank Stadium and Live Nation are going to reveal what they are calling one of the biggest shows in Minnesota history. Michelle Beck is joining us live from inside US Bank with more. Michelle, any more clues you're learning this morning?
Well, Jason, Alicia, good morning to you. You know who could give us a clue, depending on how nice she is this morning, is Shannon Kelly, General Manager of US Bank Stadium. Thanks so much for waking up early and being here with us. I gotta ask, everyone's dying to know, who is it?
Oh, can't tell you, but tune in at 7. We're
Okay.
excited. We can't wait.
Can you tell us, maybe, you described it as a show, right? What does that mean? Is it a musical act? Is it a sporting event? Can you tell us that much?
Yeah, I can tell you that we're so excited to announce this with our wonderful partners at Live Nation, our good friends over there. We've collaborated on some of the biggest shows that have come through US Bank Stadium, so this is going to be right up there with some of the biggest things that have come through US Bank Stadium.
How long have you been keeping this secret?
Oh gosh, it's been a while in the works, right? And it's been tough to keep because we can't wait to share it, but it's been a long time coming.
And I know that you're new into this role as
I
a
am.
general manager. How exciting is it for you that you can be one of the voices to announce this big event?
I'll tell you what, this personally and professionally, it's monumental. It's a great honor to be a part of this, and I'm just so excited for the community, for the Twin Cities, and for the state for what we're going to announce at 7.
Okay. And one of the things I want to ask you last is, right, we call this, or you guys call this, one of the biggest shows in Minnesota history. Okay, tell us how you came up with the language for that. How do you know that?
I can tell you it's iconic, and it is monumental, and you're going to see it at 7.
Okay, iconic, monumental are the words that we are hearing. Big, when you say it's one of the biggest shows, is that in reference to size that you're expecting or significance? What does big mean here?
Big, it's all of that. It's impact, it's the amount of the community we're going to gather, it's what this show will be. It's all of those elements.
Okay.
It's big.
Okay, and Minnesota, we won't be let down?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's a lot of confidence I hear. Shannon Kelly, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
We will be here, Jason, Alicia, at 7 a.m. for that announcement. After about 6:30, we're actually going to move into the Vikings interview room to get set up for all that, so we'll be here for that entire duration. Back to you.
Shannon's good. She
She's
didn't
good.
give anything up.
She didn't crack. And Michelle, one of the best journalists here at the station, Michelle's asking all the right questions. Couldn't break her.
Ask it. Blink once, Shannon, if it's Paul McCartney.
Michelle, Shannon, I have one more question. Who is it? I don't know if she can.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, he also says, who is it?
I wish I could tell you. You're just going to have to tune in at 7.
Okay.
I tried.
Didn't